Hello, my name is Rob and today I'm going to make some mango chutney. Welcome to Rob Randoms. This is a channel where I make videos about things that interest me. There's a lot of food stuff on this channel, but there's also other things where I'm trying to learn a skill or telling you the story of something. But yes, today I'm going to make some mango chutney. So, the other day I was in Tesco and I bought this pack of mango because it was going out of date, and then I left it for a few days and now I don't really want to eat it straight from this. So, I then bought an actual mango, which I also didn't eat for several days, so now I also don't really want to eat this straight from the thing. I'm really bad at shopping. I keep buying things and then letting them go bad. But that now means that I have now got quite a lot of mango that I don't really want to eat just fresh, but I can cook with. So this all started because a few months ago I bought a pack of mango, it went a little bit off, and then I was like, oh, I don't really want to eat that. And then it just occurred to me, oh, I could probably make mango chutney out of that, right? That's all mango chutney is mango. Looked it up, it's really easy to make mango chutney. Today I'm going to be using a recipe I found online. It's really simple, I'll put a link in the description, and it works really, really well. So the recipe actually calls for a whole bunch of ingredients. I don't have all of them, but from my experience last time, it doesn't really matter. You can just put in stuff. You're just heating up and mashing mango and then putting in seasonings that you think will go well with it. And then you've got mango chutney. Genuinely, this blew my mind that it's that easy to make mango chutney. So the first thing we need to do is cut up the mango, so let's do that. So starting with the packet of mango chunks, I did try one of them before cutting them and they were still pretty good, just maybe a little bit dried out. So I started cutting them into chunks so they would cook faster, but still quite big chunks so they wouldn't just boil down to nothing in the pot. By the end though, I thought I had still cut them a bit big, so I ran the knife through the pile at the end just to get them a bit smaller. Then we come to the full mango. So after struggling to halve it, I had to separate the flesh from the skin and the pit. I've never been very good at the scoring method where you turn the skin inside out, so instead I just used a spoon. It worked well for one half, but then the other half was all just connected to the pit, so I ended up having to get a knife and just shaving off the fleshy part, which worked well enough. Now that we've got the mango all cut up, now we need to sort out these seasonings. So today the seasonings that I am using are ground cloves, chopped garlic, brown sugar, cumin, ground ginger, and chili flakes. Now, from the one time I've made this in the past, the massive mistake I made was I made it way too hot and also way too sweet. It was not balanced at all. It was very nice, but I couldn't have that much of it at once because it was just so hot but also really sweet. It was a very confusing thing and didn't really go with the food. It was just nice to have on its own with naan bread. So hopefully today I'm not going to make that mistake. So I'm missing out on a few ingredients that are in the recipe, but I don't think it's going to matter that much. Hopefully this is still going to taste nice. So we start by heating up some oil and then frying off the garlic and ginger for about 30 seconds. Then basically the rest of the ingredients followed by the mango, and then we heat that on a low heat for 5 minutes or so to let the mango soften. Then adding in the final ingredients of the vinegar, the salt and the chili flakes. And then basically you just leave that on a very low heat for 15-20 minutes to really soften up. Okay, so that is too sweet and too vinegary at the minute, so I'm going to try and balance that out with stuff like cumin. Maybe some more ground clove and ginger. And some salt. Now I've tried to cut the mango up small so that it's going to get even smaller and then still end up being biteable chunks, but I think these are a bit too big, so I'm going to try and mash them, but I may have to wait until they're a lot softer to make this work. I still think it's too sweet. I added too much sugar again. Or I added the amount that she said to add. I think that is too much. Okay, let's go for a little bit more ginger. And also, the recipe does actually mention cinnamon sticks, and I didn't think I had any, but I do. Ooh, I've got a fresh pack of cinnamon sticks, never used. So I'm going to stick one of them in there as well. Right, I think that is about done. Let's just take out the cinnamon stick. Let's give this another taste. With the mango in, maybe. Oh, yeah, that is good. Oh, okay. All right, let's dish this up as much as you can do that and have some final thoughts. Right, so there we go. Less than half an hour later, and I've turned all of that mango into the best condiment for Indian food there is. So let me give it another try. It's much better balanced than the first time I did it. The first time I did it, too sweet, too spicy. This is still maybe a little bit too sweet, but mango chutney is supposed to be sweet, so that's fine. And the spice level is, it's there, but I think even my wife could enjoy this, and she doesn't really enjoy spice that much. It's somewhere in the middle, like between her and my tastes. This is perfect, so I'm gonna let this cool. I'm gonna put it in the fridge, and then over like the next few days, I can have this with the curry. So, as I say, the recipe that I've used is in the description. The only thing I would say is that all of her stuff is for 500 grams of mango. I ended up with 600 grams of mango, and even then, the amount of sugar that she suggested is way too much. So I would cut that significantly. I think she said a quarter cup of brown sugar, like maybe an eighth of a cup would probably be better for that much mango. Maybe you prefer much sweeter mango chutney, I don't know. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed watching that. If you have, please do like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Rob. I'll see you in another random video next week.